Hey folks, how's it going? Dirk here at GC Blues 45. Now folks, World Juniors are really heating up. The USA, I tell you, is doing a great job. I think they got a good lock on the quarterfinals. Um, but that's a different um thing. We will have a World Juniors recap. I will go through the previous days plus tonight's games and let you know who's actually in the quarterfinals and who's not. What I think. All right. Well, we have 5 games on the dock tonight. So that means we will have 3 stars of the night plus my 3 stars of the night in the post game report. So let's get right into it. And hello to all the new subscribers. And folks, now remember, if you haven't come across this video and have a like it, give me that thumbs up tool. It's very important. Also to keep the channel going. And also remember, if you have not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe icon and be notified every time I upload a new video by clicking that bell icon. Now, also for the new people, what I do is I give you the games, the record currently, then I give you the points, the number of points, um, the money line, and then I also give you my pick, and I also tell you where to watch these games. So, kind of cool, right? So, here we go. Okay, get the blue pin. Starting off with New Jersey at Toronto. Now, this is going to be a good interdivisional matchup in the Eastern Conference. I like it. I like how it looks. Currently, the Devils are 20, 16, and 2, and 42 points. Toronto 17, 15, and 6, and 40 points. So they're near each other point wise. So that's pretty good. But you got to remember, the Toronto's in the Atlantic. The Devils are in sure I say New Jersey. They're in the Metropolitan Division. My line has the Devils as the favorites at a minus 135 to plus 114. You know what? I want to check the last 10 on this. Now, this is the second meet between these two teams. Wow. Devils are on a 3-game losing streak. They're 4, 5, and 1 in the last 10. Devils on Toronto is 4, 4, and 2 in the last 10. And but they're on a point streak. They got they got 5 points in the last 3 games. So that's um, actually it's 2 games because technically the OTL is not really a loss. They got a point out of it. So I'm gonna go underdog on this one. I'm gonna go Toronto on this because I think Toronto has a good chance of winning. We'll see what can happen, but you never know. If I'm right. You can watch this on Sportsnet Ontario and MSG, Madison Square Garden Network. Good network. All right, that's at 7 o'clock Eastern. Also, 7 o'clock Eastern, it's the Montreal Canadiens at the um, Florida Panthers. Now, of late, the Panthers have been on a skid. How bad of a skid? Well, they, winning 7 out of the last 10 games. They're Yeah. And the Canadians are 5, 2, and 3 in the last 10 games, with currently a 4-game point streak that they have. But the Canadians are currently 20, 12, and 6 and 46 points. Florida is 21, 15, and 2 and 44 points. So near each other record wise. Point wise near each other. Great Atlantic Division matchup. In the money line, get to that money line to tell you. Panthers are the favorites at minus 125 to plus 105, and I will go Panthers on this because I think the Panthers could do it. I really see them winning and doing good. So we'll see what can happen. And this is the first meeting between these two teams. Second meeting's back in Montreal. The next two meetings are in Montreal. So this is the only meeting in Florida, in Sunrise, Florida. And also, this is pretty much the last game for the Panthers before the Winter Classic. And you can watch this on TSN2, the sports network, the news, RDS in Canada, and finally, Script Sports in Florida. Also, 7 o'clock Eastern is the Carolina Hurricanes at the Pittsburgh Penguins. So this is going to be a good divisional matchup. It's going to be intense, I think, and it's also, I think, going to really work out between both of these teams. You know, it's a great divisional matchup. Metropolitan Division matchup looks great. Currently, the Kings are 24-11-3 and 51 points. The Pens are 16-12-9 and 41 points. And the Canes are the favorites at minus 130 to plus 110. And you see I'm wearing the Retro Whalers, which was their former name, and as you know, they honor the history of this team. So I will go Carolina. That's right, folks. I like vintage jerseys. And I got this from Custom Throwback. It has Pronger on the back. See, here's the number, 44. And I'll let you see the back. Yeah, I like it. I like it. And I'm kind of glad that the Hurricanes honored the history of the old team. I like it. And so 7 o'clock Eastern again. And where can you watch it? First meeting between these two teams. Second meeting in Carolina. Actually, the next two meetings are in March, near each other. They're both in Carolina. They're not back in Pittsburgh, also in March. And they're right near each other, too, all in March. So it's going to be kind of crazy. Oh, yeah, definitely. And you can watch us on Sportsnet up in Canada, FanDuel Sportsnet South, and Sportsnet Pittsburgh, which is the home of all Pittsburgh sports. That includes Pirates games and Penguin games. So check them out. Okay, so at 8:30 Eastern, that's right, 8:30 Eastern is the New York Islanders at the Chicago Blackhawks. Currently, the Islanders are 21-14-4 and 46 points. The Blackhawks 14-18-6 and 34 points. MoneyLine has the Islanders as the favorites at minus 142 to plus 120. And of course, you folks know me. If anyone knows me, I will never root for the Blackhawks. Now, once again, and for you new people, I live here in Illinois. I live in Illinois. I live close to St. Louis, but I will never root for the Blackhawks. Well, on occasion that they're taking on the Avalanche, then yeah, I'll probably give them a little cheer. But I don't root for Chicago really. Now I got nothing bad about some of the players either. I think the players are great. They got some great players. You know, Connor Bernard, who's injured. You know, I think he's great. You know, they really got a good mix of players, but they're struggling. But I will never root for Chicago because, like I said, I don't live near Chicago. I don't even live near Chicago. The only team really I root for in Chicago is the Bulls, the White Sox, and the Chicago Sky. That's about it. You'll never see me refer to for the Blackhawks or the Cubs. I'm sorry. Yeah, I live in St. Louis, so. First meeting between these two teams. That's right, first meeting. A lot of first meetings. Oh, yeah. Now, you can watch this on NHL Network. That's right, this will be shown on NHL Network. Also, Chicago Sports Network, which is the home of all Chicago sports, including Bulls games and select Cubs games and select White Sox games, and MSG Sportsnet, which is the streaming home for everything Madison Square Garden. So check it out. And finally, the nightcap at 10 o'clock Eastern. That's right, the nightcap. That's the Flyers at the Canucks. Now, this could also be bonus coverage on NHL Network, depending on how the Islanders and Blackhawks game ends. So this could be bonus coverage on NHL Network's on the fly. That's right, on the fly. Um, so Flyers are 19, 11, and 7, and 45 points currently. Canucks are 16, 19, and 3, and 35 points. So this is going to be a good interdivisional, interconference matchup. Looks very good. Flyers are the favorites at minus 130 to plus 110. And, before I make my decision, I want to look at the last 10 on this one. Now, this is the final meeting between these two teams. The Flyers took the first meeting. Can they take the second? Can they take the series finale? Let's see. Ooh, boy. In this case, I will go for the underdogs on this one. And out of the last 9 games, they have a 12-game point streak. Despite losing two games in the streak, they lose one more and then it's totally over. So, even if they get an OTL, the streak continues. So they cannot really afford to lose this game. But the last 10 shows the Canucks at 6-4-0 with the Flyers 4-2-4. I'm going to go underdog on this one. I'm going Vancouver. So, yeah. And you can watch us on Sportsnet. And this is where you can watch it, folks, okay? You can watch it on Sportsnet and NBC Sports Philadelphia. All right, folks, that is it for tonight. I'll see you guys later tonight for the post-game report. And remember, we will have 3 stars of the games, of each of these games, plus my 3 stars. Who will get them? Find out tonight. As always, folks, please stay safe, take care. Remember the words watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Until then, peace.